Welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be doing my toes using these NOVO OVO full cover pre-made French tip toenail tips. So this is their shade Berry Pink. I did a recent video trying out one of their other shades, and I'll leave that linked in the cards if you're interested in checking that out. But yeah, this is how the tips look. It comes in a case with various sizes. This is how my old set looks. I've had it on for quite some time, so I went ahead and popped those off really quick. I still do have a little bit of glue on my toes, but I'll just file those off. And I'm just going to jump right into sizing out my toenail tips. But yeah, they have a ton of different color options. I'll put a picture up on the screen to let you all see the different options that they have. But this is the Berry Pink, and honestly, when I opened it up in the pack, I was worried that it was a little bit too dark, but once I put them on, it was so perfect. Like, I love this color so much, and it'll definitely be used a lot. Like, I'm gonna be pressing these on all the time. It's just so convenient and quick and easy. So yeah, I'm just going in and sizing them out, and then I'll shape them up a bit and just apply them as you would regular press-ons. Now that I've laid out all of my sizes, I'm just going in and filing my nails as prep, and I'm just going to use some alcohol to wipe off any extra dust, but I'm not going to go in with any dehydrator or anything. I don't have any problems with the nail glue that I use. Like, they don't pop off or anything. I can get these toes to last me for quite some while, and as I showed at the beginning of the video, I actually had to pop off the old ones because they were not budging. So yeah, I don't really do too much prep, but do whatever works for you. I'm just filing my toes so that they're not too long. I have really long toes, so they're like the perfect length for these press-ons, so I have to file anything that's like over the free edge. But yeah, just going in and filing them. I'm gonna wipe off the dust, and then you'll see me shaping up the nails, especially the big toenail, just because my big toe is so long, but it's kind of skinny, so I have to go in and cut the sides of the press-on toe so it fits better. So I'll just show how I do that. I just use like a mini pair of scissors and just kind of cut a little bit off of each side, and I try to go back and forth from side to side. Like, you don't want to cut too much off on one side. And then once I have it perfect from sidewall to sidewall, I'm going to go in and file the cuticle area so it fits a little bit better with the shape of my natural toe. So even if it does fit your toenail pretty good, you still want to go in and shape up the sides and stuff just a little bit so it looks more natural, or gives like that acrylic toe look. So I like to use brush on nail glue when doing the toes, especially with the smaller ones because they're just so tiny, and just squirting out glue sometimes you just get a little bit too much for the small nail. But I'm just using the brush on, just going to put a little bit on my nail and a little bit inside of the fake nail, and then just try to press it on and hold it for a few minutes, well, a few seconds up to a minute, just to make sure it's nice and in place and there aren't any air bubbles in it. So for the smaller nails I don't have any problems with that, but for my bigger toes, just because again they're so big, sometimes I do get little air bubbles, but you honestly can't really notice it that much. Like I'm looking at my toes right now looking at them in natural light, like just walking around, no one would be able to notice. But you can go in with like even more nail glue if need be to try to prevent the air bubbles, and just hold the toenail on for as long as you can, just to make sure the glue is like completely dry, and then you shouldn't have any air bubbles. Also, if you wanted to use these nail tips to do the gel X method, you could definitely do that because they are on the jelly side, so the light can still penetrate it and fully cure the gel that you're using to adhere the nails. They did say that I don't know if they've already come out with it or not, but they were saying that they had some solid nail gel glue that they advised using with these toenail tips, and it would help to prevent any air bubbles and stuff. So if they do already have it released, I'll put a link to it in the description box if anyone's interested in checking that out. But yeah, you could just like hold the toe on, flash cure it, and as long as you are holding it on nice and steady, it shouldn't have any air bubbles. But I just prefer to use regular nail glue because the bubbles don't really bother me, like it's really not that noticeable. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply all of the toes, and then I'll go in and kind of shape up the tip of it. So now I'm just going in and filing the very tip of the nail just a little bit, just so it looks nice and square, but I don't want to file off too much of that French tip design because I do love how thick it is. Also, that's why I go in and file around the cuticle area of the press-on nail, so that it's like the perfect length to where I don't have to file the tip too much, or else you'll just file off like most of the French tip design. But yeah, I just went in and did that on all of the nails really quick. And of course, I'm just going to go in and top coat. I'm using some no wipe top coat, and I'm just going to cure those nails in the lamp for about 90 seconds. Because I went in with the alcohol after I had the nails on, there was a little bit of nail glue around my toe, so it just looks really crusty. So I'm just going over that with some cuticle oil, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this nail design. Let me know what y'all think of this color down in the comments. I think it's super cute and will really work for like most skin tones. But yeah, they definitely have other options if you're interested in checking it out. I have links in the description, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.